everybody, it's Louisa here, and I have a few little projects to share with you, and they are actually all going to one person. It's for a swap that I'm in with Muriel, and she is, I believe, MsCoopersCoop on YouTube. I had asked her not that long ago if she wanted to do a swap, and she agreed, and we came up with a Halloween swap, and we decided to do I suggested a Tussie Mussie with a chunky charm, and she agreed, so that's what we decided to do. And as you can see, this came out extremely large, a lot bigger than I expected it was going to be, but after I had started on the cone, I just decided to leave it as big as it is. And then here is my charm, and I'll get into that. But I also made her an art I make, a Halloween art I make too, because I'm totally into the Halloween thing. And this is the last, actually this charm is the last Halloween project that I have. And I think that was it as far as swaps for Halloween. I pretty much put away all my Halloween stuff now, so for now I am done with Halloween. I am extremely in love with this cone. I don't even want to send it out, but I'm going to. And I just love it. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And as you've seen the pictures already, it is large. I used an entire 12 by 12 sheet of paper, cardstock, and it was I put away everything, seriously. I don't even remember the name of this pack, but it's kind of steampunk, and it has a little bit of, I think it was Recollections. It does have a little bit of skulls in it, so I thought it was perfect for Halloween. You can see. And it's 2 sheets, and I put them back to back. Here's the other sheet. I glued them together, the 12 by 12, and then I made myself a cone. But before I glued anything down, I bent down a large corner of it to bring forward this image, and on the inside you see it there. So let me scoot this over. I will show you this in a minute, or in a few minutes. On the fold here, I did trim it with some black ruffled trim or lace, and then on top of that, this really pretty dangle trim or bead tassel, I don't know what you want to call this, but beaded trim, I guess. And I believe that was from Melissa Tanner from my Nothing But Crafts group. So I did that on both sides. I won't turn it over. I won't turn it over again, but it's on both sides in a triangle shape. And on the top, I also followed the whole trim on top with the black lace trim, and then a really pretty ruffle kind of tulle looking and ribbon trim, and then on top of that a nice bling trim. I'm going to zoom in so you can see better, because I'm like stretching out my arms here. Alright, so as you can see, it's 3 layers here. It's this one, and then that. So that trims out all my edges. And then on the very bottom, I added one of my charms. I've been making lots of charms too. You've seen this one before. What I did was, on the tip of the cone, I curled it up so it was like a hook, placed the charm with a large ring on it on the hook, and then I hot glued it shut so that it would just hold this. And then to finish it off, I just hot glued feathers around and some more of this trim, and then that bling trim. And the feathers came from this piece here, which is actually a hair clip from Michael's. I had bought one hair clip and actually used the feathers here and there. I also use it on my charm here. You'll see that in a minute. So that one clip really let me make a lot of projects with it, and still had lots of feathers to create this little arrangement. On the very top inside, what I did was I made a couple of holes to add my hanging piece, which is actually a chain, a really pretty chain with these things on them, and those are from Michael's. They were on clearance. I made my holes through the comb, but I kind of messed up. In one area there's 2 holes instead of 1. So to hide that, I just put these skeleton hands from Michaels. I think over here is where I had the 2 holes. Could be wrong. So then they just look like they're trying to, let me see, kind of creeping out on the top there. So on the front, there we go. What I did was, again, I removed the clip part of the feather so that it would be flat. Hot glued that down, and then to this little magnet frame that's from the Dollar Tree, I added this image. It's actually from my All Hallows Eve. Is it All Hallows Eve or the other one? It could Hallows Eve or All Halloween. One of my Halloween digital kits. Again, I put all my stuff away. I should have kept it out, but I'm trying to clean up as I go. So I just framed that image and glued that on top of the feathers, and then made another arrangement to kind of go like from here over to one side with just a whole bunch of orange, green, purple, black paper flowers, and these purple, this green, this one, and I think that's in this one. Those are all Wild Orchid Crafts. This was in a rack, I believe, and this was also, this one I think one was from Tina. This is a Michael's flower, and this is a Prima flower, and then there's black ones from my stash, and then over here I put a really pretty glittery spider from a Michael's spray, Halloween spray. I think that is it. Now I didn't add any gesso or anything. I wanted all these bright colors to pop out as it is, because it is Halloween and it should be nice and bright. So I didn't want to tone it down with gesso like I would normally do things. You'll see that in another project. I don't know if it'll be before or after this, because it's another swap that I am in for fall. And I decided to not, I really wanted to, but then I said, I'm going to leave the colors. I want those nice, deep, dark colors and these bright colors to show through. Yeah, I didn't even do anything to the frame. That's the way it was. So that's the cone, the Mussie Tussie. Tussie Mussie, I mean. Inside will be the charms plus a few other goodies since it's so huge. I intended to make it half that size actually, because it was just supposed to be the Mussie, Tussie Mussie and the charms. But oh well. Anyway, before making my chunky charm, I made this domino. I really wanted to do another domino. I hadn't done one in a long time, so I did an art I cake out of it, or an altered domino charm thingy. There's those feathers again, just 3 of them that I glued into the whole of this really pretty bead. So I had made this part and then done the domino, and what I did with the domino is I took one of my Studio G stamps. I just recently purchased, not that long ago, some of these. These were only $1 at Joann's, so I took the little witch from Studio G. I stamped it onto white cardstock, trimmed it to the domino size, glued it down with my glossy accents, and then what I did was, with my glossy accents, filled in the witch and put black glitter on it, dusted it off or tapped it off, let it dry well, took a little paintbrush and brushed off any black glitter out of the area that's, the blue area. And then again I went with the glossy accents, filled in the rest, sprinkled on my blue glitter, let that dry, brushed off everything, and then it came out like that. And then what I did was just took my Inca Golds and rubbed it on the domino, even on the back, so you just kind of see green through there. And that's how that came out. And then I added another one of those hands from Michael's, more Inca Gold, and a little black floral arrangement here that I rubbed on some Inca Gold, and then a tiny little skull, which came off of a skull necklace from Tina. It won't focus, but it's a little skull there. And then a Tim Holtz swivel clasp. So that's the art I make that I did for her as a little extra something. And I used a blue bead because there was blue in the sky here, so I thought that would be nice to throw in a different color into the mix. So, got that. I don't know if you see any of this stuff. My camera stuff's still kind of awkward with the camera position now. So then my chunky charm, nice and chunky, in the Halloween theme. I didn't do too many Halloween objects. I do have a spider here. You've seen this, some of these you've already seen before, all these little extra charms that I had made. I made a whole bunch of them so that I would have some ready, and then I just added to it. So this is just another piece. I can't remember where this came off of. Could have been industrial chic, this part with this here, and then I added the spider web with the spider on it from Barbara. And then I don't know if I showed you this one before, but it had purple and green, and it's a really cool bead. So that's just another charm there. This one you had seen before with the key, and let's see, you've seen this one. It's just actually a piece off of a necklace. It's like an animal print. And this one, you see, this was actually not intended for Halloween, but the color was just right, because I had made charms, you know, for just different color charms. And this one you've seen before. The purple was perfect. So then what I made for this was, let's see, this one here. And it's just a whole bunch of dangles. They remind me of, what does this remind me of, dang it? Cannonballs or shackles, I don't know. But I have this little cute, well, reddish orange skull that was given to me in another swap or a rack. This was from a while ago. And then a little metal bead, another one from somebody. So I created that. And then I made this scorpion, and it's very simple. It's just a little chain that's hooked on to his tail, and the scorpion is just one of those black plastic scorpions from the Dollar Tree, and I just rubbed a lot of orange Inca Gold on him to make him more like orangey and metal looking. So it kind of looks like a metal charm, but it's not. Let's see, is that it? So it's just a small chain holding, hold on, holding all the charms on there. And some of these charms are actually removable if you wanted to use them. They're on the little lobster class. But I think that's it. Yeah. So that's the chunky charm that I made for her. And then the art I make. Let's see. I'm gonna put this down. So I was really happy that we decided to do this swap. We've never done one, Muriel and I. So really excited about it, and I hope she loves what I made for her, and I hope this is not too big. I know that she does put up everything that she gets, so I'm hoping there's a little spot for this. But if not, that's okay. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.